This is Mount Fanjing in Guizhou province. It's the only habitat for Guizhou golden snub-nosed monkeys. There are only about 700 of these monkeys left, so they are among the rarest primates on Earth. Primatologists and other scientists head into the mountains at different times of year to study them. However, because the monkeys move around in the mountains and they don't have a fixed territory, it's very hard to locate them. This makes them one of the hardest primates to study. It's now the winter of 2012, and the research team enters the mountains again in the hopes of finding the monkeys in places they frequent.
这个猴群的这个地方的话，它变动范围比较大，来的话来一个大群，最大的话可以达到了400-500匹，但有时候的话，它来的那个群数的话是比较小一点的，那么就是。
Yang Yeqin has been conducting research on golden snub-nosed monkeys for more than 30 years. As a result, he has detailed the monkeys' movements in the mountains. But even so, he still can't be sure he'll find the monkeys every time.
这个季节呢，这个金蛇应该到冷家坝这一片来了啊。冷家坝这一片来的话，我看我们这个点还是设在这个延高坪这个地方。延高坪我们不是有个监察点吗？扇形、皇家啊，这个猴子这个活动的话，这么大一块这个范围里面，它最近都会经常过来。
At an elevation of 1,650 meters, the monitoring station already has a simple water and utility system with all energy generated from renewable resources. The station has just replaced its wind power generator with a new hydro power generator, and it seems to work better. However, the minimal electric current is only sufficient to power one light bulb or recharge a cell phone. Taking a hot bath here is still a long way off. The scientists have only 2 meals a day. They eat food stewed over a campfire. But taken off the fire, food at this elevation gets cold almost immediately.
把那个上头也要安的那个外帐篷机啊，那个卡啊，现在不是下雪吗？雪地上的脚印的话，你可以一个是在判断有哪些动物在这地方活动啊，另外一个的话也可以适当的根据脚印的这个密度，可以大致心里面有一个底，这个地方动物活动的这个频度。 它这个。
During their investigation, the scientists find the tracks of clouded leopards and other wild felines. Although it seems this isn't something experienced scientists should be fussing about, it could be dangerous for the golden snub-nosed monkeys in the mountains. Clouded leopards and other cats don't pose a great threat to adult monkeys, but they're a nightmare for the younger ones because they could pounce at any moment.
上面的话，扒到这石头，小心一点啊！再见。哎，我在这上面的。好，姐。哎，小心一点啊！我从这里摔下来过一次的，我不会再摔下去第二次。小心啊！你放心。哎，来，短的一个。
In the winter, the research team's task is to check every monitoring point to see if the infrared cameras have caught any images. They've installed about 100 such cameras on the mountain. Every time they check a camera, they feel a sense of anticipation.
它就是要从那边。这个我交流。这个春季这个。
monkeys look around curiously as they focus on the camera making noise. In spring, azaleas are in full bloom on Mount Fanjing. This is the breeding season of the Guizhou snub-nosed monkeys, and it's the time when large groups of them gather to mate. Scientists believe that this behavior is designed to raise the quality of their genes. It's now April 2013, and scientists are once again entering the mountains in the hope of observing monkeys in large groups. They hope to be able to shoot large groups of monkeys for the first time in high definition.
这最近这个咱们的3月，护林员还是对发现了这猴子有这么个4、5次活动。其中有2次呢，就是在这个咱们营地附近活动。
天气好的时候，它能够看得见，所以它的叫声也不是那么多。雾天反而多一点，因为它靠这个联络嘛，所以注意听。本身来说，这个查猴子主要还是听。
On their way in search of monkeys, the scientists often have to traverse through groves of arrow bamboo that are more than 2 meters tall. This bamboo is so dense that you can easily get lost if you don't keep up. What's worse, it's also a favourite place for snakes to hide. After a day's search, the scientists haven't found any signs of the monkeys.
反正是不用看。山河分的这个贵州，在贵州还就只在这个地方，除了这个地方，其他的山没有。对它的话，如果稍一不称，它这个种群消亡，整个人没有。
This is the Mayang River Reserve, which is more than 100 kilometers from Mount Fantian. The reserve is home to more than 700 Francois leaf monkeys. It's easy to find these monkeys because they have their own territories and are thus confined to certain areas, unlike Guizhou golden snub-nosed monkeys, which have no fixed territory. Although the search is hard, the scientists are unwilling to use feed as a way to lure the monkeys to them.
如果我们把它一控制在什么地方或者投食啊，我们担心的是人流的病会不会传给它？如果传给它了以后，那整个山头出来的活动里面，那所有的猴群都会感染。
没动静。
啊？
没动静。
那下面有什么看见？看见什么东西没有？
没有，连水都没有。
高一点的那一丛，那个玉兰的话，你注意看，它那个枝端，它不形成一根舒展的枝，反过来是什么呢？一个一个的疙瘩。
对。好像秃了一个。
它把那个撇了嘛，撇了以后那个地方又发，撇了以后它往往发的那个多一点，对不对？多一点它再撇，它都这么撇，那地方最后就只好形成一个疙瘩了。所以这个沟也是它经常做的。 首先是听，然后在地上查。反正你要走路嘛，走路嘛观察地上。比如说他丢下的树叶，丢下的那个树枝，那个如果是比较认真观察，很容易判断这个是他弄的，然后根据他的新旧程度来判断什么时候大，哪一个地方。这个上面的话，你看这个牙齿鸟的翼， 这里还有一个呢啊。这个鸟的印，这就是猴子吃。人的话就是嘴大一点，你看我鸟给你看，看见没？这是我鸟的，这猴子鸟的。那如果说是很新鲜的，那你就这样这么听，它可能就在这附近。然后听着了以后，沿着它的声音，慢慢。这是啥？我们那小猴子，这是黄鹂。
Young Yachin notices some activity in the trees and he stops in his tracks. His experience tells him that there are monkeys ahead. At last, a difficult search has brought results. A large group of monkeys is just 100 meters from the scientists. The scientists have seldom seen such a large group of monkeys. This is the first time that HD cameras have been used to capture these monkeys at close range. This rare footage will become a key scientific resource for zoologists. Wild golden snub-nosed monkeys are constantly on alert and they never approach humans. The scientists must approach them carefully, otherwise the entire group of monkeys will vanish in seconds. There are more than 200 of them, and this is nearly 1/3 of this entire species. Because there are so many of them, even though they're aware of the scientists in the distance, they don't seem particularly alarmed. They just glance at the scientists from time to time. This grey monkey isn't an adult yet. It seems curious about the scientists. It's probably its first encounter with humans. Female monkeys with babies are naturally slower than others. When the group of monkeys moves, they all slow down so that the slowest among them can keep up. Golden snub-nosed monkeys take good care of their babies. When a female gives birth, she will hold the newborn infant in her arms, and the two become inseparable. The alpha male of the troop must stay alert and make sure every member of its group is safe. Whenever the monkeys find something suspect, they will sound a warning cry. The scientists observe the monkeys with bated breath. The monkeys also look their way from time to time. However, as long as the scientists avert their gaze, the monkeys will feel relaxed. It isn't long before the adults begin grooming one another. Grooming is an important way monkeys use to communicate with each other.
通知了一趟。猴子在山上走的时候，不是到处乱窜，它是按照一个他们选择过的这个路线。这个路线包括树到树，这个树的树枝挺身过去，什么地方好跳，什么地方走，什么最平稳，它都是这个通过它的经验，它这个路线是相对固定的。公众旁你会发现，你看他们走的时候哈，基本上是。一直接一直，你看跟着那就是真正的，他们也是选择这个最好走、最平稳、最减少体力的地方走。他不会莫名其妙的窜高窜低。实际上那样窜高窜低的话，除非是寻找食物或者躲避天敌。
The monkeys are going farther and farther away. The scientists choose not to follow them directly. Instead, they quietly go a roundabout way. In this new location, the scientists are closer to the monkeys, but it's almost impossible not to be spotted by them. What they can do is to be cautious and try not to make any noise. However, the constantly alert monkeys sound their warning calls. Lactating females eat twice as much to ensure that their babies have the necessary nutrition. In addition to constant foraging for food, they must keep pace with the troop.
You can see 到没有？就在那个树上啊，七只猴。
一个大树青蛙树，
那一大群，看这个地方看过去，那一个树上有7只猴，而且其中的话还有一个小猴，
刚出生。
望远镜看看，好像在喂奶，是不是？
对，有个母猴在喂奶。刚出生的小猴，黑色的，
所以它这个才放在这里。其实呢，7只猴的话，你注意看，它后面的话还有小猴，肯定是遮住的，但是现在可以看得清楚的7只，看得到啊。从某种程度上讲，就是说，育婴时间越长的动物，它进化就越快，因为它需要教给这个子女的东西就越多。你说那个猕猴1年1胎，但金丝猴的话形成，它要3年才能离开，而这个小猴子的话。就3年以后，就是这个雌猴又产子了以后，这小猴子还是跟着跳。它的话需要跟着这个 父母学的东西就更多，时间更长。那这就让我们的话就必须再更进一步的了解，为什么要有这么长的时间来教育和抚养这个孩子？到底他的灵性表现在他的一些技巧的使用和什么东西的使用，到底是怎么体现出来的？只要当你真的对他稍微有些了解，有些看到，没办法，都会说他有钱，甩不掉，总是在记挂想着。有些人认为是满足一种好奇心，其实不是。对他们的了解可以加深我们对我们自己的了解。如果说是我们这一和我们共同在这个星球上这些生物，我们都不知道，那么我们也不能够完全知道动物和植物在进化过程中它产生的一系列的变化，也使我们的话就能够进一步了解这个环境对地球生命造成的影响。人类要完全认识自己，他还得要认识世界，还得认识整个自然界。我们不仅仅是了解我们人类的需求，我们还需要了解这些地球上各种生物的需求。那么这种了解以后，才使得这种动物能够在这个地球上和我们长期共存。
This infant monkey is facing a life and death situation.
可怜，太可怜了。但是这么给的水比给他打针强。
Two golden snub-nosed monkeys have started a new life far away from Mount Fanjing.
哎呀，你太过分了吧你！
除了肚皮啥也没有。